Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video, I'll be doing my Melbourne versus North Melbourne review. I didn't catch much of these games because I couldn't honestly care less with the schedule that they put on. They put on two 10-point losses in on the Saturday night, and it was just so I decided to watch other things. I did catch portions of it, but I was flicking between about 3 different sports, to be honest with you, at the point. And so I was more keeping track of it on the AFL app than actually watching it. So before we get into it, remember to like and subscribe, turn the notification bells on so you know when I upload, and let's get into the video. So first off, you see here, Petracca is starting to pay out. Huge. 29 is his worst quarter. I mean, he did get helped out. I mean, this was late in time on, but I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, Comben went down with the injury in the first quarter. So that's something we need to actually look out for. I can actually check it here. Well, it doesn't say any scores, so it must have been so early. But Comben went down with an injury, and that's extended this first quarter and allowed Petracca to get up to 29. And then second quarter, he dominated, got to 72 at 72 at halftime, and then put up another 70 in the second half to get 142. And he is slowly but surely closing that gap with Oliver, that it doesn't look as bad of a pick compared to what I thought it would be, as I think they're covered by around 11 points at the moment now. Petracca is averaging 110, and you've got, if I go over here, you've got Oliver averaging 121, so there's an 11-point gap, and he was 993k or 994k, and Petracca was 908, so that was an 86 k gap, which is around 9.7 points, and they're currently spread by 10.7. So we're what did I say? We're 0.9 or 1 point off being value for money. So we're like 10k off of Petracca being a better pick than Oliver. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, if we can get one more good game out of Petracca over Oliver in the next round, then that'll be that. Oliver 125 still did amazing. He shot out of the books. Like, we're talking, he was 5, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17 after 5 minutes. He got out to 45 in the first quarter, as you can see here, it was a really long quarter because of the injury, as the injury spent probably 10 minutes on the ground or so. Then 25, 28, 27, so really good output from him. Chandler 106, another huge game from him. I really wish I kept him, but so be it. I guess that's the rookie roulette, and I thought he was done, but he's looked like a really actually good player in general, let alone just a good rookie. So, him, and then I didn't expect this from Brodie Grundy, to be honest with you, and it puts me in good stead for Rowan Marshall next week. I think has North Melbourne, so that's really good that someone beats down on Goldstein, and it looks like they will have to bring in another ruckman because Goldie cannot do like a one-man stand, I guess, against everyone else, as they had Coleman Jones and Comben go down with injuries. So we could look at Edwards coming in, and that could be a play of me being able to go and get Edwards in and get Oliver in. That might be the ultimate play, as that would allow me to have a huge midfield, but we'll see with that. I doubt that's probably like a 10% chance of happening, to be honest with you, but certainly a chance, I should say. And then Brayshaw is a guy that I'm actually looking at now. Like, if we look at Brayshaw here, I know this is probably going to look crazy. He still has an 88 break even. He's got an 88 break even, not going to drop much cash, and he put up, what did he put up? He put up a 95. He's getting that rollback. If we look here and look at I'll look it through here, 14, 15, so he's getting those disposals again, 4 marks, 2 tackles. I'm just going to look at his 2022. So averaged 99 in 2022. And how did he do it in the big games? He got those huge marking hauls, where a 156 here with a huge marking haul. So this play will be a massive play if Salem comes back this week. I think this will be huge for Gussie Brayshaw, as he'll be able to spend more midfield time, like we've seen. If we look back at CBAs for Melbourne, where's Melbourne? There we go, Melbourne. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. 2022, and we look here. We look Angus Brayshaw, nothing here, and then huge in the last 20 to 23, and we'd look at him here, 108, 100, 123. So you could think of this like he's just not getting the ball as much in defense and not getting those kick marks as we saw last year. If we look at 2023, has he got any big marking games? A 98 with a 10 marker. So, I mean, we really need to see the disposals go up, but he's got this really good run here of Suns, he should do well. Hawks, he should do well. Port, he should do pretty well. And then Freo, he can do well. And then Carlton, Collingwood. So I'm expecting him to be able to get some, especially against Collingwood. I think they'll go slow against them, as go slow and kick it around the back and just try and get those small little kicks. He could easily average 100, 110 into the buys. And that'll be huge, to be honest. Picking up a guy at, what's he priced at? At the moment, he is priced at 684k, and I don't see him dropping more than that. I know some people are probably trading him out, but I think this is a good time to trade him in, to be honest, as some more of the Melbourne guys get back, and I think the scoring just has to go towards him pretty much. I think he can easily pick it up. I mean, if you take out that bad game for him, the 45, you take that out, then that's... 1 second here. Then that is 7 times 77.7 equals that. Minus, what was it, 45? Minus 45 divided by 6. You get 83.6. He's 0.1 that he's averaging. So he goes up by 6, and 83 isn't bad. And I think he's going to go up from here, to be honest with you. And getting him in, a guy that's going to probably get close to averaging, I'd say 95 to 100 for the rest of the year in, is going to be pretty huge. So that's why I decided to potentially go with him. I spent a long time on this. Sparrow, 89, did all right. Gawn, 86. Pickett, 85. Viney did all right, 83, but his role could come down again if Salem comes in, as Brayshaw comes into the midfield. Neil Bullen, Rivers did all right for anyone who picked him. Just got to his break even. Fritsch, Langdon, Bowie, Jordan, McVie did all right again, so he's gaining a lot of value. And then Lever, Van Rooyen didn't do much again and sort of got to 40 and just hit his break even, so he's pretty much cash gen done. Then we go over to North, and I was really happy about seeing this, is that Hall does not seem to be impacting Sheasel. It was just the tag and the injury from what I've seen. Sheasel did amazing, and if we look here, Sheasel 770k and 30 disposals, 11 marks, so a new career high in marks, and 3 tackles, so he could easily pick up the tackles and get a 1. So he still has the potential here to probably go 140, 145 with Hall in the side, and it looks to me like neither Zeeble or Sheasel is impacted by Hall coming back. It probably almost helps them because they have a better kick, so they're able to just kick it round the back for longer. Shields got 50 in the last 108. Wouldn't take much notice of that. McDonald, I think, is also a beneficiary of it because they just decide to kick it round the back, to be honest. Melbourne didn't even kick that many behind, so that's why they didn't. The only problem I see with this is I'll go here and I'll do this, and I'm pretty sure you'll see it's just Zeeble and Sheasel that did. Oh no, this is CBAs. If we go to kick-ins, North Melbourne 2023 will be Sheasel and not Sheasel, Hall and Zeeble, yeah, and McDonald got a couple because I don't know, Zeeble was probably off the ground injured wise, and Hall was probably off. But we saw no Harry Sheasel kickouts for the second week in a row, but it looks like he's going to be, him and Zeeble are the ones that just sort of hang in the pockets and get those +6s, the same as Tom Stewart, and that really helps them get those scores up quickly. Simpkin 102, just pretty good around the ground coming back. Cunningham put up a really good performance. Zeeble put up one of the biggest saves I've ever seen, being on 23 at halftime and thinking that his hammy is probably close to being cooked. To put up an 88 in the end and beat his break even is pretty ridiculous. Core, Taylor, Zohar, Tucker, don't know how he still gets a game. Don't know how Howell gets a game. A lot of these guys are pretty deadwood getting games. And that's pretty much it. And yeah, like I was saying with Combin and Coleman Jones, is they're injured. So maybe we see Edward play, or we'll see someone else deputise in the ruck department as a secondary ruck, as in a small secondary ruck, kind of similar to Ash Johnson. That could be an option for Clarkson, but I think Edwards is on the cards. And if I just do another check here of positions, ruck, and then North Melbourne, you've got injured Jerry for another 3 to 4 weeks. Coleman Jones is injured as well. So you have Edwards or free basically to ruck, as I don't think Larky's going to be able to ruck at all because he's, I just don't think he'll be able to. I mean, if we look at Larky, did he pick up the ruck at all? Let's look here. No one did. Let's actually look the long way and just see if anyone did pick up the ruck or whether it was just Goldie doing it. North Melbourne, player stats here, hit outs. You had Griffin Lowe come in, so he could be the one that goes into the ruck, but I don't think that will happen. So if I go back to here, that's the review of the Melbourne versus North Melbourne snooze fest. Actually not a 100-point win. They sort of just decided not to play the last quarter because it was only a 90-point win. But, I mean, Melbourne, if they really tried, could have won that by 130, 140. But they got the job done, got the percentage they needed, and yeah. So I'll see you guys in another video. Thanks, guys. Goodbye.